So where are we?
This is the house. This is the house. I built it because it was, I wanted to live here part-time, and I was gonna stay a month and a half, and COVID hit, and I stayed 2 years. I love the idea it's outdoors, like the living room and stuff is outdoors, and because it's Balinese, that's what Balinese houses are like. Everything's outside, but inside we do have air conditioning. Pictures everywhere. I don't like hanging my own picture, but someone just decided to put that up. It's me, a picture of myself, which I think is awkward. This is my bedroom. What, more pictures? LL Cool J and Method Man and myself there. This guy, DJ Hollywood. And there's Curtis Blow when he had the breaks, a hit record, and he's celebrating. Sal Abatiello, who created that legendary place, the Disco Fever, which Crush Groove was all about, the movie. But Hollywood, he was the guy. As a promoter, there were no rap records, there were just rap performances. And he was the guy. He's a right now mama in your neighborhood. Yes, once again, it's Hollywood. I mean, he's the reason that we made rap records. So we go this way, there's a bunch of fish. I'm not sure how my animal activist friends feel about it. And I've had them there for 5 years, and they keep growing. I feel like I'm doing cribs for MTV. TV room, the greatest TV room in the world, biggest couch. Look at that. This is the yoga shala. Look at this. This is a phenomenal space, and look how beautiful the way it was built. So I practice in here a lot of days, but not like during COVID. I practiced there every single day, and I would film it and send it out, and people would like practice along with me. And I mean, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people would join me. I live in yoga and vegan Disneyland. Like what else is there, right? For me, there's not a lot more, right? And there's so many beautiful, happy people here. That's the thing about Bali. It's just a beautiful place full of people who are studying the science of happiness, right? The people who live here, the Westerners who decide to live here, they decide to let go a lot of the things, and of course they're all struggling, myself included, we're all struggling. But here, this is a place, Mother Bali, she accepts you, she allows you the freedom to move towards a more conscious, awakened state. She does that. There's no doubt that Mother Bali is a healing place. So this is the Snoop Dogg Villa. He was coming to visit me, and then COVID hit, and then I realized he was only gonna stay in my master bedroom. So I was like, oh, so I built this house. And this is what convinced me, after finishing this, to build a hotel. These little master suites are very similar to mine, except it's sideways, but I think Snoop wouldn't leave this place.
And you manage his son?
Oh yeah, I manage Cordell, right? So Cordell stays there a lot. So look, the pool, the other suites have their own pool as well, but not this big. And come in, let me show you. What I think is special, the treatment of the ceiling here, look at that. Whenever my really rich friends come, they end up staying here. Not that expensive, but they wouldn't stay anywhere else, right?
How did the idea for this place come about?
It was going to be a yoga school. It was a school for yogic science, and I was going to teach teachers the second phase of their career, advanced teacher training.
And so what gave you the idea to make it into a hotel?
Well, I started to go over budget. And for yoga school, the students come, they're young, and they're studying for 30 days or more. And you're staying in a 5-star hotel for 30 days, plus paying for the teacher training, is expensive for a lot of people.
Right. And how quickly has this hotel
been able
to be built?
It came together in about 2 years, a little over 2 years.
How is that even possible?
Well, you have 150 people in a day and 150 at night working, and really impressed and happy with the results. Because at first, it had low expectation. I wasn't building a 5-star hotel until I was.
How about some of your favorite features of it?
I use that hot yoga shala a lot.
Okay.
The cryotherapy I use whenever it's open. I also am very happy with the chef. Again, we won Best Vegan Restaurant in Bali. This is Yoga and Vegan Disneyland.
There's obviously a lot of construction still going on here. What are the plans for expansion?
Well, it's not expansion of the hotel, although it may end up being some because the rice fields, plenty of room there. We have options for it. But I like it small. What we built next door is a park. It's a health park. When I realized this couldn't be a yoga school because it was too expensive, I wanted to give a specific thing. So the park is the other dream. And the dream of really making these tools and toys accessible. The cryo, the hyperbaric chamber, the salt room, the Russian bathhouse, the 2 cold pools, cold and colder, the hot pool, the infrared sauna, the regular sauna, the giant steam room. There's so many things that are going to be next door. So I really wanted this place to be a place of healing. There's a few famous people came and spent 6 or 7 weeks just at the hotel. We didn't have any of that stuff. Ben Vereen is the one I think of, a very famous Broadway guy. He came here and he said he was suffering from everything he could think of. And he left, his name was Uncle Wayan. Wayan is the Balinese name for the second child. So he became Uncle Wayan. He went to the temple all the time, fell in love with the people, started going to places like ecstatic dance parties and started just doing everything, right? And going to hot yoga in the mornings. And he's 78 years old. He really, the other day I saw he was performing with Liza Minnelli. He hadn't performed in 3 years. On New Year's Eve, he jumped up and the band was playing and he sang the first time he performed. So it was a pretty special moment watching him sing and watching the whole experience of him evolve back to his regular self. Very happy person in general. And this place gave him his happiness back. And that to me is like, that's the actual purpose that I have in my last chapter.